All right, Chelsea, thank you for that update. So the state's largest school district, Mesa Public Schools, finalizing their plans last night for the upcoming school year. And here are some of the highlights parents need to know. The first week of school will be online from August 4th to August 7th. And each day that week, there will be a 2-hour early release. Also, on every Wednesday for the fall semester, school will have a 2-hour early release for staff to assess and discuss how the situation is going. Now, the district will release its entire plan on its website at 9 o'clock this morning. And joining us now is the superintendent of Mesa Public Schools, Andy Forley. Andy, good morning and thanks for being with us. So we watched the board meeting last night. Mesa has come up with a 4-phase plan. Can you explain the phases for parents?
Good morning. I would love to explain our phases. We are going to be open school, as you mentioned, on August 4th in a remote learning environment. And then as soon as we believe that it is safe to do so, we will move from a remote learning environment to what we are calling modified in person. And that means that 50% of our students would be in the building certain days, and then the other 50% will come on alternating days. This allows for physical distancing. It allows our students to come back in person in the safest way that we believe to be possible. We will continue to monitor health information, and then we will move from a modified in-person plan to in-person. And all the while, parents will always have a choice to choose remote. So that remote learning option will never change for our pre-K-12 students.
Okay, so you're saying, even once we get to that phase 3, phase 4, an option for parents who may not be on board here is they can continue to learn remotely, just to clarify, is that correct?
That's absolutely correct. The remote option for families will not change throughout the school year.
Okay, so last night the school board president said the district is taking guidelines from the Maricopa County Health Department. So just how often are you in contact with the health department?
We are in contact with the health department every single day. We are, and that comes in lots of different forms. We have staff who are serving on committees at the state level that are constantly paying attention to health data. We know that there's a lot of conflicting information, and so we're making the best sense of it as we possibly can. We're also paying attention to the guidance from the Arizona Department of Education that is guiding school districts on when it is safe to return to school, along with the governor of Arizona.
Okay, so we have to talk about teachers. Do more of them want to get back into the classroom, or do they kind of want to teach remotely over the next few months? I mean, what are you hearing from our teachers, our educators?
Fantastic question. In June, we did a survey of our staff and our families, getting their pulse on how they would like to return to school. And at that time, 50% of our teachers felt comfortable coming back into their classrooms to teach. Now, we also know that, health and safety data has changed since June. And so we will be gathering additional data from our staff. But our last survey data in June does indicate 50% of our teachers felt comfortable coming back in person.
Okay, so only about half. So when
That's
it comes
right.
to masks in elementary school, let's be real here. It can sometimes be hard to just get kids to line up, even single file correctly, right? So how are you guys going to ensure that younger students are going to keep those masks on?
We have face coverings are a part of our plan, and as we move to modified in person, of course, students and staff would be wearing face coverings. And we also understand, especially our littlest learners beginning in preschool, that could be a very difficult task. And so we will make sure that that is part of our protocols. We believe that hand washing is equally as important, as well as the other many safety and hygiene protocols. We have built in our plan that there is a time for face covering breaks, which allow our children to step outside, to get some fresh air, and because we really believe that it would be unreasonable to expect that children would, small children especially, would keep face coverings on consistently for a 6-hour school day.
Okay, we do want to reiterate that the district is going to be releasing the entire plan on the website at 9 o'clock this morning. Superintendent of Mesa Public Schools, Andy Forley, thanks so much for being with us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Find our Safe, Strong, and Ready plan on our website.